think we're about live now. That's great. Let's put this on views. Yes. Let's type in here our head question. What do you think of the Walking Dead franchise so far? Are you excited for the future of the franchise? Alright, okay. Well, then, guess we're about done with that. Guess we can begin. Let me just check if we are actually live, if it's actually working. There's also a link on my Instagram account if you want to see that. And if you want to watch this video through that. Let's see if this works. Yes, okay, yes, it's all working just fine and just great. We have amazing audio. No problems this time. No problems at all. No issues with connection and internet connection and everything. Nothing. This is gonna be a great live stream. So you can join in anytime and you can ask me any questions in the live chat. And just let me know what you think about all this, what you like, what you would like to see, what you don't like to see, and what you want to see in the future on this channel. But anyway, let's get started by what we're here for. And that is by talking about The Walking Dead. Yes, it's another Walking Dead video, and no, it's not my favorite show. That is Ozark. That's Ozark. Walking Dead is my second favorite show. However, there isn't really much content to talk about with Ozark because they don't make any spin-offs and all. And also they don't plan to. They only have one show and they only want that one show. I don't think they're gonna make any spin-offs in the future. The creator was very clear about that. And there will also be no season 6 or 5. So yeah, this was the actual final season and it was a great show. But we're not here to talk about Ozark, we're here to talk about The Walking Dead. We're gonna talk about the beginning and the end of The Walking Dead and whether or not I'm satisfied with the whole ending to the 3 shows that have been ended so far, and whether or not I'm looking forward to the future of the franchise. Do I like these new spin-offs? Am I excited for the upcoming spin-offs? Did I like the ending? Did I love the way it all go? Did everyone get a satisfying ending? Well, let's get into it right now. We're gonna review every show and we're gonna look at what the show is all about. I have my PowerPoint right here. I'm not gonna go into detail too much. Let's see what time. We're right on schedule. Okay, so first we're gonna talk about which shows on The Walking Dead I am has ended, and then I'm gonna tell my review about it, and I'm gonna tell you guys whether or not I'm satisfied with or not. So that's that. And then after that we're gonna talk about the spin-offs that are still going and still have future seasons banned or that are still coming out. Like for example the Ones Who Live, the Rick and Michonne spin-off that's coming. That one is still coming, and so that one we're gonna talk about as well. But let's first get into those shows that have been cancelled, and we're gonna talk about those at first. So, okay. Of course, a spoiler if you're not up to date with The Walking Dead franchise. stop watching right now because I'm gonna talk about a lot of spoilers. Alright, let's start with the first show. I'm gonna move my head right about here because I think is what people like the most. Alright, yes, I'm gonna move a little bit more like that. Okay, so first talking about the World Beyond. It was the first Walking Dead show that got cancelled. It only had 2 seasons. We're hoping for 3, but still it was a great show, and it ended in yeah, I don't know. If I gotta be honest, this show was a lot better than I expected it to be. In my opinion, it was actually a lot better than Fear the Walking Dead, to be honest. I think it was a lot better than that spin off. The characters were a lot more interesting, a lot more likable. The storyline was way better. And Fear the Walking Dead just. I didn't like the first season really that much. I liked the story, but I didn't like the characters. I found a lot of the characters very annoying and very stupid. But we'll get to Fear the Walking Dead later because that has been recently cancelled. It has been recently ended. Uh, but anyway, this is a way better spin-off than Fear the Walking Dead. I can tell you that for sure. It's just a shame that it was only like 2 seasons. But they said that it was that was um, the direction from the beginning. They only wanted 2 seasons, but I think actually that the whole show ended very open-ended. To be honest, I think that a lot of things were left unanswered, and it really seems like another season would come out. It also felt like kind of a finale, but it also felt like something else would come after it. Like some characters would return eventually. And I do actually think that some characters are gonna be back for some spin offs. I have a big feeling that Silas is gonna be in the Ones Who Live because he has a whole connection with Jadis, and Jadis is definitely gonna be in it. That has been confirmed. So I think that Silas will definitely be in it as well because he's now like the right hand man of Jadis. So yeah, he's definitely coming back. That's for sure. But I'm wondering if the rest of the cast will be back for some future spin offs. Maybe Hope and Elton. But I'm not very sure of Iris returning, to be honest. As for the rest of the characters, I don't think Felix will be back because his story has pretty much ended, and so it will be a foolish way to have him be coming back. Um, I do see Elizabeth, the former leader of the CRM, may be returning. She's still locked up somewhere in the prison, and I think that she is definitely returning for sure. But I don't really see Iris and her father returning. I actually only see Silas definitely returning and maybe Hope and Elton. But I think that Iris and her father storyline is pretty much done, and Felix's story is definitely done as well. So I don't think they should follow up on that. So to be honest, it was a great, satisfying ending. Everyone ended in a great way. I didn't really like how Percy died. To be honest, I really think he deserved a lot more. He was a great underrated character, and he deserved to die in a way better way. But he was killed off pretty quick, and very sad and all. And actually, we want him to live, but I also kind of saw his death coming, to be honest. So yeah, it was expected, and so I was not surprised that he would have died. I did kind of want him to survive and all, but I get it. Totally, I get it. They were kind of foreshadowing his death a lot through the show. So we knew his death was coming for sure. Uh, we just didn't know that would go that way, and I didn't really like the way how it was done. It was done very quick, And yeah. So to be honest, I liked the whole show. I also liked Huck a lot. She died in a pretty great way, as well as David and all. So they ended the last storyline great, and they set up a lot of things for the future with the ones who live. I believe a lot of characters from this show will return in that spin-off, and so it's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great show. We'll talk about that show later. But this show ended up. This show ended in a good way, to be honest. Overall, the only thing I didn't like that Percy had to die, but other than that, I think it was a great show, to be honest, and I liked it. So, moving on, we got the main show, The Walking Dead, that ended about a year after World Beyond ended, and this show ended in an amazing way, to be honest. I think it did a great job with the final ending. It gave something pretty good to it all. We had a few great surprising final deaths with Luke, Jules, and Rosita. And to be honest, I saw it coming that Luke would die. I didn't see Jules dying. I thought that one of the two would survive, but uh, they both died. And Rosita died as well. I actually thought kind of that Gabriel was gonna die, and I actually hoped that Rosita would live and survive the entire show. And I actually also think that the way she was killed off was very, very disappointing, to be honest. I actually really think that she should have died in battle instead of getting killed by a stupid walker bite. That was just a shame, to be honest. So I didn't like that at all. I actually think that Gabriel should have died instead, because his storyline is pretty much done. So yeah. But anyway, the show ended in a pretty good way. To be honest, I think everyone got the ending they deserved. A lot of things were set up for the spin-offs, and it was all done pretty great. And everyone was left off pretty good. They didn't really tell us what happened to Oceanside after it was taken over by the Commonwealth, but it was eventually explained to some interviews and off screen that Oceanside was liberated from the Commonwealth, and that both Cindy and Rachel survived that. Cindy was already gone on a trip of her own, and Rachel was left in charge, and she survived as well. So we don't have to worry that much about Oceanside. A lot of those characters who lived there survived. Um, so yeah, that's about that. I think this is a great show. It ended in a pretty good way. There were only two things that I didn't really like about it, and that was the whole thing with Oceanside and the way Rosita died. But other than that, a lot of characters got a satisfying ending, like Eugene, Ree's child, and Jerry got live happy after all with his family, and Lydia got something great, as well as Ezekiel also got the ending he deserved as the new leader of the Commonwealth, and a lot of the characters were given great futures for things to come in the future, and so that's great. I'm looking forward to it. Now I'm gonna switch over to Fear the Walking Dead. Before we get into that, I'm gonna give it a little bit here. Yeah, okay, let's set my face right about here. I'm gonna have to do something else at first, and then. Alright, this is my cat's Mo. He is here as well, and he's gonna watch everything together with me. So, final show we're gonna talk about, was I satisfied with this ending of the show? If I gotta be honest, I don't really like Fear at all, but I did like a lot of the later seasons, and I think the show got better over time. I really liked season 3 and 6, but I didn't really like season 2. About 1 I have mixed thoughts, and as for the rest I don't really care. But think, I do think season 8 was a pretty great season overall. Hey little guy. Mo wants to join in as well, you guys. He is here as well. So, yeah, I think Fear the Walking Dead, to be honest, I hope that some characters are coming back for spin-offs. We know that Morgan is coming back for sure for the Ones Who Live show. And, if I gotta be honest, I think that, I think we will see Daniel and Luciana maybe again, but I don't think we'll see Alicia, Madison, or Victor again, because their story has pretty much ended. I know a lot of characters were left ambiguous. We didn't know exactly what happened to them. Like for example, with Sabrina, Wendell, and Josiah and Jacob. But don't worry, Jacob and Sabrina and Wendell were revealed to be part of Luciana's and Daniel group off screen, and uh, Josiah left the group to find something of his own and go someplace else. So he became kind of a loner, and yeah. So in the end, everyone got the ending they deserved, I think. And yeah, I actually found that a pretty satisfying note. I really liked that Alicia uh, was still alive and showed up at the end of the show. I also, I don't think it made much sense, to be honest, to bring Joy back because he was pretty dead by the end of the season 3, but he did come back in a great way, and he was brought back in a good way as well, so I really like that. Um, so I'm glad they brought him back as the final villain of the show. Um, Actually, he was kind of redeeming himself, and then eventually, uh, but uh, but he died a noble death, and I'm actually kind of glad he died. I just don't really like the way he got killed. Maybe I think he should have been killed in a way horrible, more brutal way, to be honest, than getting stabbed in the heart by Madison. But anyway, he died in a good way, to be honest, and a lot of his henchmen died as well. Randall got a pretty, or what's his name, Elton? I don't remember his name, and I don't really care, to be honest, and he's dead, so yeah. So yeah, everyone got the ending they deserved, and yeah, I also think that maybe Dwight and Sherry could be back for the Walking Dead spin-offs. Maybe even a Tales of the Walking Dead episode, or maybe they will be back for the Ones Who Live for the Dell Dixon show, because they said they will be going to the sanctuary and build that place up again, make something to have the others to live in. So maybe they will be back for that, and maybe they will be appear in another Why Not spin-off, or maybe they will appear somewhere else, but they're close to Extensia and to the kingdom, so they will probably back for something. So yeah, they're gonna be back for sure. Um, so I think this show was pretty great. It ended in a good way. It had a rough start for sure, but eventually it got better over time. So yeah. Um, okay, I think we're about halfway through. We're now gonna talk about the spin-offs that are still going on. Still a future season is coming. So we'll get into those a little bit later on. Where should I move my head? I think I will put it right about here, I think. Yes. Before I go on, I'm gonna see if I have any views. Uh, not really. Maybe that will come in later. Uh, but this is going well. Okay, so we got the first spin-off that came out, Dead City. I like the first season for sure. Another season is coming. I think the show will not be that long as The Walking Dead. I think it will only be like 3 seasons long, maybe. But honestly, I did kind of like the first season. I do think that the other spin-offs were a lot better. I like Dereliction a lot better, of course, but I kind of like that city. I don't really, I just didn't really like any of the new characters, to be honest. A lot of the characters felt underdeveloped and one-dimensional, and so I couldn't really care about them. I did like the villains. I did like those guys for sure, but I don't really like the other new characters that were brought back and brought into the show. I don't really like those, but I do like a lot of the villains and all, and I do think that Mackie and Negan had a pretty great relationship, and their bond is going stronger and stronger, and it's going pretty good. And so it's gonna be interesting to see that all. I also like the older new version of Herschel. I honestly don't. I'm not sure if the big time jump was such a good idea, but I do like it in the end. I do think I really like to see that older version of Herschel, to be honest. So I actually think they made a pretty good choice with making a pretty big time jump, to be honest. But I don't think. I actually am very excited for the second season of this show, but I don't know. It ended in a pretty good way to make us want more. But I'm hoping that this second season will be a lot better and then we'll get a lot better supporting characters. But because I don't really care for a lot of the characters when they died. I was kind of like, oh, that guy's dead. Oh well, I don't really care about you because I don't even remember your name. A lot of the characters were pretty forgettable, to be honest. So I think they should have done more with those. But overall, I do like the show. I do like the show, pretty good. The acting was great, but the chemistry and the development that wasn't really that great, to be honest. So it could have been better, but I think that's a lot of. But I think the second season has a lot more potential, so I think that one will be a lot better. Okay. Then we'll go on to Daryl Dixon. The Daryl Dixon show. Um, where should I put? I think I will have it here. I might have right here. Okay, so this show did something completely different. It was something totally different from what we have seen before, and they also told that they would do that. They said that they would do something completely different than before, that they would make something completely else, but they of course liked it a lot and they did something great with it. They made a great show and great thing overall, and I really liked the play. I really liked it when the show took place in Paris. I think that was a good choice. I would like to see a spin-off take place in one of the Scandinavians shows, like Norway or maybe Finland, or maybe they could go to some other place like Switzerland or or maybe to somewhere in Asia like India or something, or maybe go to Africa or Australia. Or what I would really like is if they would have like a show that took place on an island. Yeah, if they have a spin-off that took place on an island, like for example Iceland or Hawaii or another island. I really like if they would have the show take place there, because that would be a pretty great thing. Uh, but overall, I think that this was the best spin-off that so far. I think that Dill Dixon was a great show for sure. I really liked what they did with this show, and it have taken place in Paris. Give Daryl his happy ending he deserved, and giving him something new. I really liked a lot of the new characters as well. I don't know if there's. I don't know if I like the whole thing with that. This kid is hope. He will be the new hero. He's the chosen one. I'm not sure if I really like that, but I do think I liked the whole show overall with bringing something new to the whole franchise with kind of like music and entertainment and more of a new feel and all. And so I really like that a lot. I like this show, to be honest. I think that it was a great, amazing spin off. And I'm looking forward to season 2 for sure. Carol is gonna be in it. She was seen at the end of the season, and she'll have a bigger role in this second season. Not sure, maybe they should change the name of the show then. We'll have to wait and see, because it's gonna be more of a Carol and Daryl show now. But we'll have to wait and see what they're gonna do with it. Um, but anyway, it's gonna be great that second season. And yeah, Daryl decided to stay in Paris in the end. But I actually am hoping that he will return, because it was like for him and Connie to reunite. And he deserves his happy ending with Connie, because they belong together. I really like that. So yeah. But anyway, I'm excited and I'm looking forward to it all. So I hope to see more of it, and I'm looking forward to the future of this show, because this has been the best spin-off of them all so far. Alright, then we got The Ones Who Live. This show is still coming out. Could I just not place my head around here so I can make it a little bit bigger? Yeah, I think that's okay. Okay, this show is coming in February, I believe. We had a lot of teaser trailers coming out, and hopefully a big trailer will come out somewhere around the new year, probably in January or maybe by the end of December. A good trailer will come out, and we'll get to know a little more about what we exactly can expect of this show, because this show is the one that has the most potential. This show is gonna tell us all about Syriam. It's gonna tell us about what happened to Rick, where our show has been off to. It's probably gonna bring back Morgan, Silas, and as well, we know that Jadis will be in it for sure. So that's something that's definitely gonna happen. Um, And so I'm really excited for the show. I'm looking forward to it, and it's gonna be great. And I think it's gonna be a lot better than we have gotten in the future. I think this will be a good show, pretty great, and I really liked it. Um, and I think I'm really looking forward to it. I think a lot of new characters will also be very interested. I'm looking forward to find more about the CRM because that is not in the comics. The CRM is a totally original storyline, and so far I really like the CRM. I think they are pretty great films. They are not like those stupid, underdeveloped films like with the wolves or the clay or the or the reapers. I think they are a lot better than these are great original villains. I think the Gamers and Terminus, they were great, to be honest. Terminus is not actually really that original. They were based off characters from the comics, the Hunters. So yeah, but the Gamers, they were original, I think, and they were great. So I think they do a pretty good job of bringing in original characters who are not in the comics at all. So that's great, but I honestly think I honestly hope that we're gonna find out a lot more about CRM and we're gonna see a lot more of it all. And I'm interested to see the future of it all, and I'm looking forward to what we can expect from this entire show. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be good, and it's gonna be pretty amazing for sure. And I'm looking forward to it. So that's coming out in February, I believe, and it will be a great show for sure. Um, it will bring together a lot of characters and will bring back a lot of things from the original show. So there's a lot of potential. I think that this could be the best spin-off of them all. Alright, then we got Tales. This show, this is something of a surprise to most of you maybe, but this show has actually ended. Yes, it has. Tales of the Walking Dead got got cancelled after only like one season because it wasn't really that successful. It also wasn't really that great, to be honest. It was a pretty bad first season. But it's also because they brought back a lot. They brought in a lot of new characters. They instead of focusing on new, instead of focusing on the old characters to give them more backstory, because that was a lot more interesting. They focused on a lot of new characters. They did brought back Alpha and told her origin story of the Whispers and all, and so we really liked that. But we didn't like a lot of the other episodes because they were full of weak and not really great characters who we didn't really care about. I liked some of the episodes, to be honest, but also really didn't like a lot of the others. For example, didn't like the episode about a doctor who was on his own. I also didn't really like the episode about this guy with the glasses, with the whole thing and all. I did like the episode of the drinking sequence with everything happening over and over again, and with the couple on their way, and with the guy who found someone on a dating site. I did like those episodes, but I don't really like the rest. And I think a lot of things could have been a lot better. And there will be a spin-off of Tales of the Walking Dead called More Tales of the Walking Dead. Sounds kind of stupid to be honest, but it's coming, and it will be something different. Instead, they will focus a lot more on the characters from the original show and give those backstories. Probably there will be some original characters in it for sure, but they will give backstories to characters from the main show or from some spin offs like Daniel or Abraham or maybe something about Ezekiel or Jesus or maybe a lot of other characters they could bring back. So I really think that's great. I am really looking forward to that. And they promised that they would do a lot more episodes about better characters, characters we know. Some characters we don't know will probably be introduced as well, and maybe get their own spin-off as their own episode as well. But I'm great that they're also gonna bring back more characters that from the original show. Maybe have an episode about Beta. I would really like to see that for sure, and also have an episode about Abraham. Those are two episodes I really hope they're gonna make. So this show is coming. We don't have a release date for it yet, but it's also because they're trying to figure things out still. So they're gonna make some stuff. They're gonna think about some stuff. So this show is definitely coming, but it has to come a little bit later. And the title sounds a little bit dumb and a little bit ridiculous. That's also why we have this smiley face here, but it's coming. And yeah, so something new is coming. Tales of the Walking Dead ended, and more Tales of the Walking Dead is coming in the replacement. And yeah, maybe even after this, they will have a show that's called Even More, or Another Tales, or One More Tales. So yeah, it's coming for sure, and we'll have to wait and see when it's coming out. That's all gonna be revealed eventually. They were also telling us there will be more spin-offs. Maybe something about the Sanctuary, or with. There were also rumors of an Gabriel and Aaron spin-off coming, but it wasn't really confirmed yet. So I'm only talking about the shows that are confirmed. So we could talk about rumors, but we're not gonna get into that now. We'll get into more rumors in the next live stream about Marvel. We'll get into that for sure, but we're not gonna get into that anything else. Uh, then I also want to apologize for some things. I think we're about done here, so uh, let's go here. I see I have one person who is watching this. Great. Invite some more people, please. I have some more people coming. I'm gonna talk about something else. I want to apologize for not being there uh, on Sunday like I promised with the Chandler live stream. That live stream is still coming. We're gonna have a big tribute to one of the greatest actors on TV to have ever lived, because it's a tragic ending for our dear Matthew Perry and his character Chandler Bing for sure. So we're gonna have a great episode. We're gonna have a great live stream where we'll do a tribute, talk about Chandler Bing and Matthew Perry, and talk about the whole Friends thing as well. And we're also gonna react to some great scenes from his from his best moments on Friends. So that's great for sure. So yeah, I really like to see that for sure, and I think that Chandler was definitely my favorite character on the show. So it's a shame that Matthew Perry died, but yeah. We don't know yet exactly how he died. That is still something they're figuring out. Maybe it's something that will be unsolved. A lot of deaths of celebrities have still been unsolved today, even if they've died a lot of years ago. So yeah, that is still unsolved for sure. Um, so yeah, shows are coming in the future for The Walking Dead, and hopefully this Sunday I can do the Chandler Bin live stream, and then about somewhere next week we'll do the Marvel live stream, and then I think that's the final live stream we'll do for this year. We're gonna have new live streams in 2024. We'll still have some videos coming out. I have just uploaded some other videos. Those were videos that were already on YouTube, but I updated them a little bit, made them a little bit better, add some music to it, so it was a little bit more creative and original. So those shows are here now, and those videos are here now, and some other videos are coming in the future. We'll still have the worst and best movies and upcoming movies videos coming out. I will film those in I think somewhere about 2 weeks. Next week I don't really have much time, so I'm not really sure if I can do that live stream actually next week. So I think that I will do that somewhere, maybe on the Sunday, maybe next Sunday I can do it. But those videos, I will film those probably at about 2 weeks. I don't have any time next week, so I'm gonna be gone for almost the whole week, and I have to go to a movie, and I have to go to my place where I grew up in Maastricht. So I am not able to go do anything then, but I do have the time to do something else. So for sure I'm gonna be great, and I'm gonna get back for sure. You will probably see me on Sunday with the channel bin. If something doesn't come in the way, I could do a live stream probably somewhere in the afternoon or night or in the morning of Sunday. So I could do that for sure probably. But if not, then I will definitely be back in a week or so. In around in the week of 11th or 17th. So I will definitely do some videos then. And well, I think we'll only have like 2 live streams and maybe like I think around 4 videos maybe. So that's actually, if you combine that, 6 videos still in 2024, and then um, that's it. I'm hoping that I could also do the top 10 underrated Disney movies. I could upload that one as well. I've already filmed it and I'm only just editing it now. So I probably think that is coming out as well. I also have the Star Wars Dead compilation coming up. So that's gonna be great as well. I'm doing a lot more great and better and more original content that's a lot more interesting. I'm also getting a lot more views because of that. It's going up and up and up. I'm getting a lot more context and all. So I enjoy making these. I'm doing a lot more videos. I have a lot more time now. So it's great. It's going to be amazing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the future of The Walking Dead. And I liked a lot the way shows has ended. So I'm looking forward to it all. And I'm looking forward to the future of the Walking Dead franchise as a whole and all and everything. And I'm can't wait to see what comes next. And so I think we're about done here. I have to do something else now, so I think we're gonna end this. I hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me down in the comments below what you think of the way some of the shows have ended so far. Did you like how they ended? Didn't you like how they ended? Are you excited for the future of The Walking Dead? Are you looking forward to those future upcoming shows? What kind of episodes of more Tales of The Walking Dead do you want to see? Do you want a story about the wolves, or about Ezekiel, or about Dwight and the Saviors? Or do you want something else? We'll have to wait and see, but it's gonna be great for sure. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the future, and I hope you guys are too. So yeah, good luck to you guys, and see you guys. Yeah, leave a comment, follow me on social media, like this video. Be sure to share it with your friends and family and all. And Uh, yeah, I think that's about it. So leave a comment and tell me what I should do next for my channel. Give me some inspiration. I have a lot of ideas for the future, of course. But if you have any new original ideas, just put them down in the comments below, because I would really like to hear those and would like to see what you have planned for me in the future. Okay, so I think that's about it. We're gonna end this. We're gonna end this video now, and yeah, I like this. I like this live stream. I really liked it. So we're gonna end it, and I see you guys next time.